Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today I will be doing the July ArtSnacks unboxing. Today is actually June 29th, so my box came incredibly early. I was really surprised when I got the email this morning saying that it was out for delivery, but here it is. So I will probably hold off from posting this until maybe the first week of July, but I figured that today is my break day from studying, so I might as well just film it now and then post it later. So I actually did not accidentally spoil myself by looking at the ArtSnacks tag on Instagram. So the only thing I know is that July is Watercolor Month and that ArtSnacks will be featuring Daniel Smith watercolors. But apart from that, I'm completely blind to the contents of this box. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we've got the menu, which is always included, which I will take a look afterwards. Okay. Get this open. Ooh, all right. So here is the ArtSnacks sticker of the month. It's really cool that they change the design every month. And I do not see candy. So normally they also include candy with each box, but I guess no candy for me this month. All right, so first we've got the Daniel Smith watercolors. So it looks like I've got Phthalo Blue and Pyrrole Scarlet. I don't know if I pronounced those right, but yeah, look at how tiny these are, guys. It's like as big as my thumb. That's so cute. All right, so put these off to the side. And we've got a General's Sketch and Wash, which I'm guessing is maybe a watercolor pencil since it's watercolor month. We have a Pigma graphic. It looks like size 1. And last but not least, it looks like they included a brush, which is really helpful. I actually only have water brush pens and no brushes just because it's not as messy and I have a very small desk space, but it's cool that they've included a brush. Okay, and it looks like the nib is actually really hard, but hopefully it will improve once you add water. So this is the Princeton round brush and it looks like I got size 8. And so just to review from our menu, our first item is a Sakura Pigma graphic pen 1mm bullet nib, which is what this is. And next we've got the Daniel Smith watercolors, which are new to ArtSnacks. And then the General Sketch and Wash pencil, which is right here. And then the last thing is the Princeton Aqua Elite Series 4850 Synthetic Kolinsky Sable Brush Round Size 8, which is this right here. Okay, so let me clean up my workspace and get to trying out these new art supplies. So one of the first things I like to do after I open an ArtSnacks box is to dedicate a page in my Plumchester sketchbook. So Plumchester is ArtSnacks' own line of art supplies, and I thought it'd be really cool to use their sketchbook for all of the ArtSnacks related art as well as their ArtSnacks challenges. And so I will use their menu and kind of tape it in there, put the sticker in there, as well as try out all the art supplies from that box just to get a feel for it, and then while doing that kind of get an idea of maybe what I want to do for that month's art challenge. I also like dedicating a page because it adds texture to the sketchbook and kind of gives it a scrapbooky feel to it, which I think is really neat and makes it fun to look back on later on. I'm also a really bad hoarder of washi tape, and so doing this also lets me kind of use up that washi tape instead of just letting it sit in my bookcase and just collect dust the whole time.
I also want to apologize to all the watercolor artists out there who are watching this video and probably cringing because I have no idea how to use watercolors. My extent with watercolors is just with the watercolor pencils, and that's a completely different experience from having actual paint and having to add water and using a real brush. So I apologize that I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, but hopefully with more practice I will get better. I also really liked the Sakura graphics pen. I didn't realize that they had a graphics series. I was only aware of their Sakura Micron and PN, or their plastic nib pens. So it's just really neat to see another product from them because their pens are really solid. And so I'm super excited to use that in the future. So yeah, that's my page. Just, trying out the art supplies. And I also realized that because I got 2 different colors, that you could mix the paints and get more colors. And so that's what I wanted to do here, was just to try, start with the red color and then just add the blue in small amounts and just keep adding it to see what kind of colors I could get from mixing them. So I started with the red, and I was actually hoping that I could get purple from it because, when growing up you learn, like red and blue, when you mix them together, you get purple. But that was not the case for me. I ended up getting browns as well as kind of dark grayish blue colors, and that's totally fine. But I was kind of disappointed that I couldn't get purple since that is one of my favorite colors. And when I looked into it, apparently if you want purple from mixing red and blue, you actually have to get a blue that comes from a red base. And the phthalo blue that I got is actually based with yellow, and so that's why you can't really get purple from that, no matter how much you try mixing them together. So yeah, that was the thing that I learned that day. But again, I was still nicely surprised to see how many colors I could get just from these 2 paints and just mixing them together. And yeah, just playing around with it, getting a better feel of using a brush and paint and using the water and just putting that to the paper. Because again, I don't do a lot of painting, mostly because of the time that it takes to just set things up. You need 2 cups of water, and then you've got your palette, you've got to mix it, and then the cleanup and the setup is just a lot for me given my really busy schedule. So it was nice getting these supplies in this month's box, just because I otherwise probably wouldn't play around with watercolors or any paint for that matter. So thanks again for watching this video. I will actually be gone for the next 2 weeks. I have my board exam on the 18th, and then after that I will be visiting my parents for a week. So I will not be able to put out any new videos probably until closer to the end of this month. So I apologize for that. But again, thank you guys for all of your support, and I will see you all in the next video.